Hi, everyone. Welcome to Beyond the Scenes with Melanie Querry. She's the president and founder of Beyond Spots and Dots. And I'm Andreas Beck, the chief executive officer of Beyond Spots and Dots. Today, we're going to be talking about career sections on websites and why have one and why is it important. So let's get started. What do you tell clients about a career section? So a lot of times clients come to us and they don't even have a career section. Why bother?
Well, I think it's so critical to a company just from the standpoint of a growing company, also to just to the evolution of a company. So, always collecting resumes and making sure that your team is solid and having that right team. Sometimes it's not just about hiring to fill a position. It's about hiring to fill a position of someone who's going to fit with the team. So depending on, what your recruitment strategy is and your style is for hiring and the purpose, those are all critical things. But what I typically tell someone is, we'll look at the website first and see what their website really looks like as far as recruitment. Is there a careers section already? And what does that look like? Can you upload your resume? Can you apply right then and there? Is there a listing of potential openings? These are all things that I like to talk to clients about in just kind of assessing and reviewing.
Yeah, and it goes a lot deeper than that. So with the career section, you obviously have your positions that are out there that you need to fill. And with that, we want to make sure that you can have a page where it shows your position, it shows the details about it, and then you can upload a resume and you push it out. And then where does that go? So it goes into a database. A lot of times people just bring it into an email address. But our recommendation is to take a specific email, like careers@yourcompanyname.com, and create its own independent account, and then you can actually bucket them. So in Google Apps for Work, you can actually make different tags, and you can tag them by the title, and you can filter them all to go into exactly where it's supposed to go. So you are creating a database of people that you can always assess in the future. It's not about that position right now. It's about that position moving forward for the next 5-10 years of the business.
Exactly. And I think that's hard for applicants to understand. We'll get calls to say, I applied, I haven't heard a thing. And I feel like sometimes telling people, I'm really sorry, I'm not making 6,500 phone calls for all of the resumes that have been generated. So it's tough from a business standpoint to collect all of these resumes and not get back to every one of the applicants because so many of them are so great. But the database building is critical to a business.
Absolutely. So the other aspect of it is really you want to have your benefits listed, so there's no confusion about what you see, what you come into in the office. So right now online, I'm seeing a lot of things on feeds like Reddit or something where it's comics about how you go into an interview, you have no idea what you're getting yourself into, and then you come out of it and you're completely disappointed. So why not have you have a 401k, you have health benefits, you have maybe a game room in your office or something. You list those out on a benefits page. It creates an extra page on your website, and it also gives you the confidence to know that the person who is coming in already has the lay of the land when it comes to HR from an HR perspective.
Right. I mean, what a waste of time for everybody if you have HR, and if you don't have HR and you're doing all of this yourself, then certainly time is money, and spending all of this time scheduling the interview, actually having the interview, having that poor candidate come in and then not realizing what they're getting themselves into, that's a waste for them too, and that's not fun.
And then lastly is the credibility factor. So you have an About Us page on your site, you have the services page, or you have your products, but you don't have any careers, and you're always hurting for people, right? Everyone's always looking for that amazing, wonderful talent. So having that section there adds credibility for anyone that's coming to your site. They can actually go and see what positions are available, and they'll see 4 or 5 positions that are available. They go, wow, that's great. This company needs these people. It's a good company that I'm working with.
And then lastly, I would suggest, and this is something that, I often like to talk to clients about, is it's all about Google. We keep saying that, but it's so true. So having a career section and having it built out properly really allows you to have positive SEO. And building that careers page allows someone to find your website when they do a simple Google search. And Google's king, so we want to be able to find your website when we're doing any search, and it allows people, potential candidates, to know that you are hiring when they do a simple search outside of something like a Glassdoor or a Monster or Indeed.
So really speaking directly to business owners at the moment, and not necessarily someone searching for a job, there's additional ways that people can learn about your company. So maybe it might be the position that you have out there, and then that comes up through searches that people are looking for. So that's number one. And then secondly, there's a lot of these companies that are out there that actually scrape your website for your positions and put them on other websites. So now all of a sudden, you have all this traffic coming to your website that you would not normally have if you didn't have a career section at all. Now, maybe that segment of the people isn't specifically who you want to target as your next potential client, but maybe one day they will. Your company's going to be around for 5, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 100 years. So those kids are growing up, and those people looking for jobs need jobs, but they also become business owners themselves, and they change around. So, it's a really big benefit to have it out there.
Whether you're hiring now, or you're looking to expand at a later date, or you're projecting to expand, or you're even moving into a different market, it's really important to have a career section on your website. And you can always expand it later, even if you have it in a simple manner now. Expand it later. Add those job descriptions at a later date. But at the least, if you incorporate just your benefits and have a careers page and let people know that you do hire, and perhaps at what level you typically hire, that's always helpful to a potential candidate. So we encourage you to get that website updated right away. Make sure that your career section is spot on, and touch it later. Make sure that you're updating it at a later date.